Hello everyone, welcome back to primotimes. My name is Phil and you are looking at my new project. I've been trying to get at items that, number one, are very important for safety and to get the vehicle running on the road properly. And the other things are that I could get done. And the other things were items that I had the same product on hand that I can use on this ambulance that I had ready for my first ambulance. Not to mention, this is a Chevy, same model within a few specs as my other one. So most all the parts that I had on hand ready to go for the other ambulance will work on this one, which is one reason why I chose it. So let me show you one thing I got up to, which I promised last time I would get up to, and that is installing these LED lights on the sides, the fenders at the front, and the front grille. So let me show you what I've done there. All right, so as you can see, I've mounted a pair of LEDs on both sides at the rear wheel, and these are connected up to turn signals and four-way flashers. The low power, or the park light function, I wanted to activate on these, but it is not at this point. Just turn signals and four-way flashers, and that's fine. That's the main safety idea. Now, the front grille, two LEDs, the same as we just saw on the side. These are mounted as well. I'm going to connect these up to the park light or cruise function. They will not flash. They will not flash even on four-way flasher or turn signal. They'll just be there as cruise lights, because eventually the push bar will be going back in front of these and it will partially block the edges. So that's it. I'm not going to make them flash. They'll just be on with the park lights. However, here on this position, on both of the front fenders, we'll be mounting the LEDs, and these will be on turn signal function as well. Probably not on low power cruise. They'll just come on to flash when the turn signal or four-way flashers are on. And that's what we're going to do right now. So I'll show you what's behind this tape. Now, as I begin to peel this tape off, I noticed earlier there was a lot of tape residue left on the vehicle, and right now I can see the tape is actually pulling off a lot of it, so I will have to clean that because the size of these new LEDs is just slightly different. So make this easy to throw away, fold it on itself. There we go. So I can show you. I can still use that hole. And the other trick is the distance between the two holes drilled on the body right now do not quite match. The lamp is just maybe 3/4 of an inch or 40 millimeters longer in that area. Yeah, so the hole will have to be drilled back here. We'll affix that later. There's lots of space to work with. There's nothing in the way. The wires to hook this up are in behind here somewhere. It would be easy to find. That's not an issue. So first, let's clean this. And I'll show you what I've been using to do that. So what I've been using is a product from Turtle Wax. Here, near where you live, you might have a couple of different choices. It's a bug and tar remover. Okay, so it's a little bit of work. Get the rag ready. We'll make a little wet spot. There we go. And it takes a moment for it to start softening the glue, and then all of a sudden it just does, and the glue comes right off. But the idea is I don't want to damage the vehicle paint, obviously, but I also don't want to damage the reflective. I'm going to keep this on for as long as possible. There we go. So it's starting to break up, that one. Okay, that's all done. Let's wipe off all the residue. This stuff, just like a spray wax, it dries really quick. So, let's get all that off of here. All right, now I want to investigate how these clips or little things are here. What they are. Okay, I can feel. I don't know what it is. It's interesting. I feel the hole on the body, and I can't feel any part of that. Because we're going to have to drill just a bit here to get another one of these seating plugs. I'll show you what I'm using. Now, just today, my aim is to get these mounted, and I'll deal with the wiring, you know, next day or so, because I can't, I'm getting old and fragile. I can't do most of this all in one go. It's just, it hurts. So what I'm using are these sort of little seat plugs, common in the car industry, plastic or nylon. You put them through the proper sized hole, and when you put the mounting screw through, it expands the side legs and allows you to go through. So obviously, no, those don't work. Now, I said that the lamp's mounting holes are a bit longer, a bit wider than these. My intention is to move the light back just maybe 1/4 of an inch by using the current front hole for the front screw mount, and then we'll move the back one towards the rear just a bit, and there's nothing in the way. We can do that. There's nothing in there that's hollow body. All right, let me try the large mounting screw in that hole, which is what we're going to need. And yeah, I'm going to have to ream this out a little bit in order to seat the mounting plug. So, yes, I'm drilling my ambulance. Scary, because it's perfectly fine the way it is. Why am I drilling it? All right, there's nothing behind. And I think that's going to be perfect. Yes, perfect. Done. All right, happy. So now the first mount is in place. Now we do need to mark where this one's going, next one. And what we'll do, I'll switch to a smaller drill bit to act as a pilot. What I'll do is tuck the wires in behind, out of the way. I'll just loosely put in this first mounting screw just to hold it nice and loose. There we go. That's all I need. Okay. Now we have the small drill bit. So what I'm going to do is visually level that off to the same point they had it, which is right there. Take a quick look. Move it up just a tad so it matches the bottom of the vinyl. And I think that's level. There. What does that look like? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, here we go. done. Perfect. Okay, need to cut this out and ream it out a bit. Here is some fresh white paint. And what we're going to do is bring this in and douse that whole area with fresh paint, just to give it some rust protection. There we go. I can use a lot, doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's pop this in. It's got a bit of a foam backing. There we go. Make sure that lines up. And there we go. Pick the bad side, face the bad side down. Perfect. I guess that's good right there. All right. Now, like I say, I'm not going to wire these in today, probably not. We're just going to mount this in place, make sure it fits. And that was my aim today. Yes, perfectly. We'll snug these up a little bit. Now, whereas this is a plastic frame lamp, you don't want to torque it down really tight, because what you're going to do is bend, and it is nice and level. You don't want to bend it, so we'll bring it down. There we go. That's perfect. That was pretty good. It's getting now to the warmest part of the day, and here in Ontario, Canada, at the middle part of June. Today it's going to get up to about 33 degrees Celsius or so, and that's pretty warm. It's getting up to the height of the afternoon, the hottest part, so I'm going to be finishing here shortly, and that's it for today. Those lights are in. I do want to let you know that I've been in touch with Crestline Manufacturing Canada out of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and the wiring diagrams and the schematics for the ambulance this time will cost me $125. Now, for ambulance 1, there was no charge. They just sent me the 2 PDF files with all the records. But apparently now they want $125 for the same records, which were free 2 years ago. Whatever. I can't do that right now. So there's a couple of other tricks I'm going to use to help me out with the wiring on this ambulance. Hey folks, I had to quickly add something because something just showed up at delivery, and some of my audio equipment's already put away. I apologize. So I was just finishing and tidying up the ambulance when a delivery arrived, and I received something from a viewer, and I can't believe it. It's awesome. I know who it is. I spoke to someone a week or so ago, had a coffee, gave them a walk-around tour of the ambulance, and one thing that we got talking about was what I was going to do next. And I had said when I have the time and, the funds available, one thing I was going to do was replace the vent visors on the ambulance. But I said that could take a while. And that's what he got. I have a full set, both sides, brand new vent visors, because the other ones went with the other ambulance when it got taken away. So isn't that cool? So I have something to do. I'm going to pop these vent visors on. And I got to tell you, I have some of the most amazing viewers of anyone on YouTube. Thank you, folks. I love you very much.